It's now 6:14. You know, it's hard for all of us to keep a healthy outlook on everything going on around us, especially when we're going through hard times. And with young people headed back to school, there's a lot of stress that needs to be overcome. But there are ways to make sure that your reaction to every experience is healthy. Author and educator Jeff Londraville joins us live this morning to talk more about it, the power of positive thinking, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's talk about this because you have 5 points that you think people should really work on every day. The idea is don't be so negative.
Right. Try
to be more positive.
Right, and it starts with the first thing when you wake up. You know, a lot of people don't like the morning, but if you're a morning person, hey, more power to you. But a lot of people don't like the morning, but it's what you start saying at the beginning of your day to yourself, and it's then the thoughts you put in your head. If you put fear or negative thoughts in your head of what's someone going to say, what's someone going to do, well, there they live, and then they're enforced throughout the day in some way or another. So put good thoughts in your head, mostly that you can draw upon, because, you know, just like a bank account, you try to take money out of your bank account. Well, we're talking about a mind account, and you need to withdraw some good stuff so you can then pay for the good stuff or bad stuff to come in the day.
And it's almost like a mantra,
Absolutely.
Essentially, that instead of, you know, some of us wake up with not the happiest thoughts, you got to change those thoughts, though.
That's right.
And know that you're going to learn things throughout the day that can help you later on. You talked about how even taking a moment for yourself on your commute to work like that.
Right. Absolutely. We don't think enough of what we can control. We think life happens to us, whether we're young or whether we're older. We think, oh, I wonder what today's going to bring. I wonder what's going to happen and then how I'll react to it. I'm not really sure. But you have more control than you think you do. You don't know what's going to happen that day, but you can have a whole ton of actual information in your head to then take on that day, take on whatever's said to you, good and bad. And I just want more young people and adults to really understand they have more control than they think they do when they're going throughout the day. So withdraw upon that mind account all day long for good things, but especially starting off in the morning. Start it off on the right foot so then you're packing for a good day.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned last half hour about just picking the right kind of a song. Just listen to music, something that's going to make you happy.
Absolutely. Because, you know, we can control a lot more than we think we do. I can't say that enough because it's so important. And especially for the young people listening is, you know, especially in the morning when we're going to school, when we're going to work, a good song, some good thoughts. Even I listen to a lot of self-help CDs on the way to work and stuff like that. And it starts me on a good pace for the day. And it sets that bar a little higher so then I can reach it throughout the day. Even if I'm not feeling that great in the morning, I know I'm setting the pace for the day.
And also, you talk about the way you carry yourself.
Absolutely.
Your stature and the way you just walk around.
Absolutely. We're communicating so many different ways during the day. We're communicating to ourselves. We're communicating to the world. So shoulders back, chin up, I always say to people, always say to students, your body's telling your brain, hey, I feel better. When you slouch, your body's telling your mind, we don't feel so good. We're tired. We're sluggish, that kind of stuff. And then another thing is, and we hear this a lot in our everyday stuff, is when people ask you, how are you doing? That's a famous thing where people say, oh, it's Monday, well, it's raining. And what you're doing is setting you're now programming your brain for a lower standard throughout the day. How about some words of fantastic, excellent, even if you're not feeling it, but actually set the bar a little higher so then you can say, well, now I'm feeling fantastic, now I'm feeling excellent, and communicate to yourself, not only to the world, of how you want to feel.
And just to wrap up, also, as you wrap up your day, you should look back and see what you've learned from that day.
Absolutely. You know, we don't take enough time in the morning and at night to reflect on what we learned. Are we better? Are we stronger? Are we smarter? And it's important how we do this. And we talked during the break, it's like, don't be too hard on yourself because this is still positive thoughts, positive emotions we're talking about. Getting better, not critiquing yourself so you feel worse about yourself. Do not do that. Simply be honest with yourself of, how could I handle this differently? And then if that happens tomorrow, I got it.
All right, Jeff, I feel better already.
All right.
Thanks very much.
All right.
We'll try to use all that. Thank you, Jeff Londraville.
Thank you.
Thanks for that information today.